Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Scarland here bringing you a new Neverwinter video. And as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the new enchantment system. So, we are on the preview. As always, everything is subject to change. This is all in accordance with Module 22. Now, Cryptic in their infinite wisdom has decided to completely overhaul and redo the entire enchantment system. So everything is changing, guys. I know fellow content creators have already put videos out. I'm sure some of you have already seen it. My take on it is that it was something that really, in my opinion, wasn't needed. We're coming up on a 9-year-old game. Basically, they're just cycling through, redoing things, and trying to keep the game going as long as it can. They're trying to get that longevity value out of it, so by, completely redoing things over and over and over again, thus leading players to spending more money on the game, because now we have a system where everything goes out the window and now you have to upgrade everything essentially again. Mainly, the focus here is going to be coalescent wards. They're not called coalescent wards anymore, but we'll get into that. So my personal opinion on this new enchantment system is this is something the game simply did not need. However, like I said, Cryptic is going to do what Cryptic wants to do. They felt that these changes were necessary, and here we are. So going into the changes, you guys are going to have to completely respec your characters. You're going to have to rebalance all your statistics again, try to figure out everything, how to min-max your character, how to hit your statistical hard caps. Basically, a lot of things did get nerfed, essentially. So we are on the preview server. Let's go ahead and just jump right into this, I guess. So first and foremost, all of the enchantment slots are gone. They're gone, guys. You cannot put enchantments in any of your gear now. All these little circles are now for reinforcement kits. So there is a new tab, and it is the Enchantment Tab. So these are all just base enchantments. I don't know if everyone's just going to get these for free. This is what you're going to start with, etc. These are just like random ones that were here on preview. This might just be a preview thing. I don't know if this is going to go to live, if everyone's going to get these all for free, etc. These are just base ones. They have 1200 item level. They are legendary status, and you get an accuracy, a combat advantage, a critical, and a power. And then you get a critical avoidance, awareness, a deflect defense, and a forte, action point, and then combat. So what we're looking at here is they've essentially condensed everything down. So instead of having 2 offensive slots in each ring for a total of 4 plus everything else we've had, I think we've had a total of 14 offensive slots. That's gone. Now you get 4 offensive slots, 4 defensive slots, 1 utility slot, 1 bonus slot, 1 combat slot, and then you still can use 2 overloads. So yeah, they nerfed this pretty heavily, in my opinion, because the statistics on the new enchantments aren't going to outweigh what we currently had. Now, the enchantments weren't that big of a deal on live to begin with. The statistics didn't really matter. It was more about item level. So as long as you had rank 15s, the statistical bonus the enchantments were giving us anyway, it was kind of irrelevant to begin with. They weren't a lot of statistics. So now they're a little beefier, which we will get into. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see how we obtain these. So when this goes live, essentially you're going to have to go over, talk to the guy, and you're going to go to the refinement tab, and here's where you're going to be able to turn stuff in. Now, I don't have anything here, but if you have enchantments, I believe it's rank 12 and higher. I don't know if there is any turn in for anything less. I think I actually have some packs on me. Let me see here. Yeah, here's a rank 13. So we'll just take this Savage real quick. So now the Savage has come up. And you're going to get Enchantment Medallions. Now you're going to notice the number here is kind of a joke. So this is a rank 13, so you still have a rank 14 and then a rank 15. But I mean, I don't think these are given enough medallions in my opinion. So you can get a rank 1 chest for 30 medallions, a rank 2 chest for 60 medallions, a rank 3 chest for 90, and a rank 4 for 120. Now, the biggest turn-ins you can do, it's not really these enchantments here. These enchantments are irrelevant. I would only suggest turning in rank 15s or weapon and armor. So weapon and armor got a complete overhaul. They removed almost all of them, and I believe there's now only a total of 6. So this is a completely different tab. So combat, now this is where you can turn in. So one maxed out, let's see, I have a Dread right here. A Dread rank 14 is going to automatically give you 120. So as long as you have one weapon or one armor enchantment at a rank 14, you are essentially going to be able to get the counterpart in this chest for a rank 4. So another thing I just want to note is that anything you turn in, you're going to get the illusion for, right? So now we have illusion slots. So for instance, if I do turn in, well, let's just turn in that Dread. Was that the Dread here? Yeah, this should be the Dread here. If we go ahead and turn in this Dread, we're going to get 120 medallions and the illusion. So we'll turn that in. You can see that Dread that was right here went bye-bye. And now we have the Dread illusion. So let's go over that very quickly. So now if you go to your appearance, so under your appearance tab, now you have the armor visual effect as well as your weapon visual effect. And these are unbound to my knowledge. I don't know if they're ever going to go up in price, etc., or what the prices are going to do and fluctuate. But the only way right now to get these illusions is by turning in said enchantment. So, for instance, we just got that Dread one. So we could put the Dread on our weapon, maybe. And there we go. So we took off the Bronze Wood illusion, we put the Dread illusion on, and bada bing, bada boom. You can see that I have the Blood Theft on right now, and it is clearly showing the Blood Theft armor illusion. So that's the illusion. So back to the vendor, and when you're turning in your enchantments, etc., you're going to come to this page. Your currency will be down here, how much you have, and then you're going to get 1 or 2 of these, or however many you want to get, but you're not going to get everything out of here, is the problem. So if we look at these chests now, so this is the rank 4 that cost 120 currency. Now this is only the weapon and armors plus the companion. So before we go through these and I hover over them and you guys can read it, yes, companions also got nerfed to a degree now. So if you go to your companions, yes, no more indomitables, nothing. There's no enchantment slots on here. Now you can only have 1 enchantment for your companion, period. Now again, this is the base one. This is not the one necessarily we're going to use here. It's 120% companion damage, or 6,000 to each Augment Companion bonus stat. So, you know, augments are going to play a big role again. We're going to have to parse the damage and see if fighting companions are going to be worthwhile, or are we going to go back to Augment Companions just because the statistical value on Augment Companions are going to be insane, in my opinion. It's not 6,000 stats divided between 3. So if we look at a Augment Companion here, we have the Deep Crow Hatchling, additional bonus to critical strike, deflect, and awareness. So that 6,000 statistical ratio is not split up between these. You're not getting 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. You're getting 6,000 critical strike, 6,000 deflect, and 6,000 awareness. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, a lot of testing is going to have to be done. I'm sure Aragon will be on it. Northside will be on it. I'll dabble in it a little bit, and we have to come to some kind of conciseness of, well, is the fighting companions still worth it? Are they outputting enough damage? Or are we going to gain, you know, high statistical values from augments again? So that is still unclear at this time. Again, it is very early preview cycle. So everything's going to be tested, and we will figure it out for you guys. But just keep note, like I said, it's not 6,000 divided to each stat. It's 6,000 to each stat. So that's just the base one. So if we go ahead and look at this stuff here, la-da-da-da. So if we open this up, let's go over the new weapon and armor enchantments. Now keep in mind that weapon and armor enchantments don't exist anymore. They're all under one category now. You don't get a weapon and armor. You only get one combat gem. So you don't have an armor and a weapon. Only one gem now. So let's go ahead and look at them real quick, shall we? Soul Shield is essentially the new version of whatever the Soul one was called. I don't know offhand. What's this thing called? The Soul Forge. The Soul Forge, I couldn't think of the name. Now, I'm not going to read all these. I don't want this video to be an hour video. So, Soul Shield is now up on your screen. You can read it. Again, these are only the legendary stats, guys. Surprise, these go to Mythic. Okay? So now these go to Mythic. So, Soul Shield, Fortified Nature is basically the negation now. Flash Freeze is going to be the Frost, essentially. We have Cursed Burn now, which is going to be a Plague Fire. Poisoned Thorn is essentially a Bow Thorn. And then the Battle Tempered, I believe, is either the Fire Burst or the Flaming. I'm not exactly sure. Now, the thing is if you read all these descriptions, they all got nerfed. They all got nerfed extremely bad. And then also the Companion Enchantment is also down here as well. So if we compare, for instance, I still have a Bowthorn. We know what the Bowthorn does. The Bowthorn has been best in slot for a very long time. It does 60 magnitude damage as poison damage after 4 seconds. It's the Warlock's best friend. So now if you look at the Poison Thorn, you can see that the magnitude was cut down to 20 damage. So we're going from 60 magnitude damage every 4 seconds, now 20 magnitude damage every 4 seconds. And you can compare the item level. So a rank 14 was 800 item level, and now the Poison Thorn is 4,000 item level. Now, as I did say, these now go to Mythic. I have a Mythic version right here of the Poison Thorn. It does go up to 25 magnitude damage, but it's still a very significant nerf. So, and then the item level, again, 5,000 item level. You can imagine our item levels are, again, going to skyrocket. I wouldn't be surprised if we are hitting 100,000 item level very soon. Now, you're going to notice out of this rank 4 pack that there's no enchantments. Well, that's because you got to get the blue pack. So now here's all the new enchantments, and then you can disregard these blue versions. But you, for whatever reason, you can't get legendary enchantments. You have to get the blue ones and then upgrade them all the way to Mythic. Now, this is kind of nonsense, in my opinion, and here comes the pay-to-win aspect because Cryptic wants to make money. So, we're basically wiping the slate clean. All those rank 15 enchantments you have right now, congratulations, they are now worthless. Now you have to upgrade everything starting at blue tier. So we have the Cobalt Enchantment. Again, I'm not going to read these. You can look at them on your screen here. So they have an offensive, a defensive, and a utility. And then you can read through these. So the Cobalt, the Garnet, the Citrine, the Jade, the Amethyst, the Action bonus, Stamina bonus, Movement bonus, Gold bonus, and recharge bonus. So those are all the enchantments now, guys. Now, I've already done some of the legwork, and with the help of Mordecai hooked me up with some stuff. I already have a bunch of mythics, okay? So, again, we already went over the Poison Thorn, so let's just go ahead and slot some of this stuff so we can see what's going on. So if we go ahead, slot the Poison Thorn, bam, that item level just skyrocketed, right? 5,000 item level, right? So now we have the bonus one here is going to be our movement speed. However, you can get action points or recharge speed. But for instance of the videos, movement speed here. Now we have movement speed. Now also keep in mind, these mythic enchantments are 1,500 item level. For those keeping track. So our utility slot, we can pick whatever we want. So the Jade for utility slot is going to be outgoing healing. We have a Garnet, which is Forte. We have a Cobalt, which is incoming healing, and an Amethyst is control bonus. So purposes of the video, we're just going to toss the Forte in, you know. Is the Forte not going to go in? Am I DCing? I'm not exactly sure why we can't slot anything here. Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, it wasn't slotting. Okay, crisis averted. Now let's go ahead and toss in some offensive. For purposes, we're just, you know, tossing here. We'll put... Why are none of these going in? Well, I guess we're just going to drag and drop, huh? Did that just take the whole stack of 4? Hello? Okay, well that took the whole stack of 4, so I guess that's a bug. That's not supposed to happen. That took that whole stack of 4 and disappeared. So let me split these up real quick, guys. Okay. Boing. Boing. You know what? The preview server must be lagging or something. Or can you just not use more than one? No, you should be able to use more than one. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe we're lagging on the preview server? Preview server might just be lagging, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but we might just be lagging for right now. Yeah, I'm gonna assume we're lagging here. Or maybe you just can't replace them? Like I said, guys, we are on preview. Things are a little buggy. This is very early preview cycle. And there we go. Okay. So that's what mythics are going to look like when you get them all there. And like I said, you're going to have to rebalance your statistics all over again and try to figure it out and blah, blah, blah. So good luck with that. Hopefully, fellow content creator Rainer will be working on the character updater, you know, and hopefully he gets that all situated so we can all pre-plan. So again, the companion, if we look at the Mythic Companion, it's actually 7,500 statistics times 3 and 150% companion damage with a Mythic gem. So that's all that. The only thing I really want to talk about is actually upgrading this stuff to Mythic, because this is going to be fun as well. So for purposes of the video, we have the Poison Thorn here. And if we click the upgrade, now we have a new upgrade interface. So this is legendary going to mythic. Alright, it's going to cost 400,000 refinement points, 6 Glyph of Potency. Now, potencies are now being redone. Currently on preview, there's no trade-in for potency. So we have all these old enchanting stones and potencies and all this crap. Like, for instance, Mark of Potency rank 4, you know, Mark of Potency rank 5, etc., rank 6, rank 7, etc., etc. Now, there's just Glyph of Potency. I don't know if these are going to be for sale in the Wondrous Bazaar. I don't know the source of these. Right now, there's no turn-in or conversion for all the old ones, so I'm not exactly sure what is going to happen with the Glyph of Potencies. But purposes of the video, to go to Mythic, you need 6 of them. Now, you also need 20 gold. Now, if you read this here, it says, optionally, place a ward here to protect this catalyst. If the upgrade fails, and this is chosen for the loss, you'll lose the ward instead. If the upgrade succeeds, you will not lose the ward, but you will lose all catalysts. So if you put preservation wards here, nothing happens. This is still a 0% chance, and it doesn't let you upgrade. You have to select a moat. So if we select a moat, all I have is coalescent wards. Okay? I don't know if they're putting a different version of a moat in the game. These are all coalescent wards. So if we put a coalescent ward there, the chance goes to 100. Now, if we take these out, the chance is still 100 because this is a coalescent ward. So I don't know how this system is working. I don't know if there's going to be a new moat introduced into the game that is a lesser version of coalescent wards. Coalescent wards will just remain 100%. They're now called coalescent moats. So now there might be a different version of pres wards. I don't understand this system fully yet. I don't understand why we have to use so many reagents. I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense. So we're not going to upgrade that right now. So if we look at the blue version, for instance, it's the same philosophy. The blue is going to have to go to purple. Purple is going to go to legendary. Legendary all the way to mythic. Now, if they don't introduce some kind of new moat and you have to use co-wards the entire time, I don't know if they're changing the coalescent ward price in the Zen market, because one coalescent ward is 1,000 Zen. That's $10. It's $10 per coalescent ward. It's been like that forever. They can't expect people to pay this astronomical price to upgrade enchantments. I just don't see that happening. So they're either going to change how coalescents are in the Zen market. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but I mean, it is what it is. For purposes of the video here, we'll just blow through these. So this blue one going to purple, and there we go. We use 200 RP, 4 potencies, 10 gold, 1 ward. So if now we continue and take it to legendary, another coalescent ward, 100%. Bickety bam, 300,000 refinement, 5 potencies, 15 gold, and a ward. And then finally, when we go to mythic, same process. Bickety bam, 400,000 RP, 6 potency, 20 gold. So gold is going to come back, guys. Gold will be worth a little bit of money these days, especially if you're not sitting on a stockpile of gold. You're going to need gold to upgrade enchantments. And there we go. So now that is a mythic action point bonus, which I don't think, what are we using? We're using movement speed. So if we unslot movement, and now we can put action point in there if you so choose. So, there you go, guys. Like I said, I have mixed feelings on the system. I don't think this was needed. I don't really know why they did all this. I mean, I know why they did all this. The company needs to make money, and this is how they make money. So, they completely demolished the old enchantment system. Weapon and armor enchantments don't exist anymore. Now it's a combat enchantment. Like I said, now there's only 6 of them total. So there it is. I really don't have anything else for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them below. Have a good discussion about this. I mean, it is what it is. It's it's an evolving game, and this is just to the point we're at in the game. Game's coming up on 9 years. 9 years Neverwinter will be around. So this is how the company keeps the game going. Whether you agree with it, disagree with it, whether you're angry, or you're welcoming to this system, I mean, if you're accepting it, it is what it is. If you're going to continue to play the game, expect changes like this for the longevity of the game. The company has to make money. This is going to be a money bringer, especially if you are a newer player and you just got all rank 15s and bickety bam, now all of a sudden they just changed the whole system. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys. Like I said, I don't necessarily agree with these changes, but we'll see what happens. This is all Mod 22 content. I will have more Mod 22 videos coming. That's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them below. I'll see you guys real soon.